What if I told you that the road to financial freedom is riddled with traps we set for ourselves without even realizing? Stay tuned, because today we're uncovering the hidden mistakes that could cost you a fortune and how to dodge them like a pro. In a world where social media shows you the perfect life, it's easy to get caught in the trap of spending money you don't have to maintain a lifestyle you can't afford. Imagine this: you earn $50,000 a year, but your spending habits make it look like you're earning $70,000. It's not the big vacations or flashy purchases that do the most damage. It's the daily indulgences, those takeout lunches, premium subscriptions, and impulse buys on credit that quietly snowball into debt. Take Maya, for instance. She thought those little treat-yourself moments were harmless until she realized her credit card balance was almost as high as her annual income. Now, she's paying off interest instead of saving for her dreams. So, how do you avoid this trap? Step 1. Create a budget. A simple rule to follow is the 50/30/20 method: 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings. This keeps your spending in check while allowing room for enjoyment. Step 2. Track every dollar. Use budgeting apps to keep tabs on where your money goes. You'll be surprised how much those small luxuries add up. We all want to live the dream, but what happens when that dream turns into debt? Avoiding this pitfall is just the start. Up next, we tackle another silent money killer: being unprepared for emergencies.
Imagine this. You're on your way to an important meeting when your car breaks down. Repairs will cost $500, but you only have $100 in your bank account. What do? Emergencies aren't a matter of if, they're a matter of when. Yet many of us live paycheck to paycheck, hoping nothing goes wrong. When it does, the result is often high-interest payday loans or credit card debt that spirals out of control. Take Alex, for example. He didn't think he needed an emergency fund, but when he needed $2,000 for medical bills, he turned to payday loans. The initial loan seemed manageable, but the interest piled up, and soon Alex owed double what he borrowed. It took years to climb out of debt. How do you avoid Alex's mistake? Step 1. Save for emergencies. Build a fund that covers 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, like rent, groceries, and bills, in a separate, easy-to-access account. Step 2. Automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer from every paycheck into this fund, even if it's just $20 or $50 at a time. Over time, this small habit creates a safety net that can save you from financial disaster. Emergencies don't wait for you to be ready, but once you are, you'll sleep better knowing you're prepared for the unexpected. Next, let's look at another hidden trap: missing out on the magic of investments. Wait, why should I invest when I can just save? Many people think saving is enough. But what if I told you that simply saving your money is like planting seeds and never watering them? The key to growing real wealth is investing. Here's the problem: saving money keeps it safe, but it doesn't grow much due to inflation and low interest rates. Investing, on the other hand, lets your money work for you, thanks to the power of compound returns. Let's look at Sarah and Mia. Sarah started investing $100 a month at 25. By the time she's 65, her investments grow to over $250,000, assuming a 7% return. Mia, who started at 35, only reaches around $120,000. That's nearly half, just because she started later. So how can you get started? Step 1. Start early. Even if it's just $50 or $100 a month, the earlier you invest, the more time your money has to grow. Step 2. Learn the basics. You don't need to be an expert. Start with index funds or ETFs, which spread your risk by investing in a mix of companies. And if your employer offers a 401k, contribute enough to get the full company match. It's free money. The earlier you plant the seeds, the bigger your money tree grows. But there's one more trap that even the savviest investors fall into: over-relying on debt. Let's tackle that next. Credit cards and loans can feel like free money until the bill comes due. Many of us fall into the trap of over-relying on debt, turning a helpful tool into a financial quicksand. The problem is, debt isn't just the amount you borrow. It's also the interest, especially on credit cards, where rates can climb as high as 20% or more. The longer you carry a balance, the more money you're throwing away on interest. Take Aisha, for example. She started with a $5,000 balance on her credit card. Paying just the minimum each month, it took her years to pay off. And she ended up paying almost $10,000 after interest. That's double what she borrowed. How can you avoid this trap? Step 1. Use debt wisely. Only borrow for things that grow in value, like education or a home. Avoid using loans or credit for short-term pleasures. Step 2. Pay off high-interest debts as quickly as possible. Use strategies like the snowball method, paying off small debts first for quick wins, or the avalanche method, which saves you the most on interest by targeting high-interest debts first. Managing debt is a bit like building IKEA furniture. It's overwhelming at first, but if you follow the instructions step by step, everything fits perfectly. And you might even end up with some extra screws, or in this case, savings. Think of your finances as a machine. Budgeting is the blueprint, saving is the foundation, investing is the motor, and avoiding debt is the lubricant that keeps everything running smoothly. Your financial journey is like driving a car. Avoid the potholes, take calculated turns, and soon you'll be cruising on the highway to financial freedom. The best time to start is now.
My days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it,